Hey everybody, Dr. Toby Potter here, the Unshakable Investor. Today I want to talk to you about the 76 million boomers who can't sell their properties today. The 76 million boomers who can't sell their properties today. See, there's 76 million homeowners that are stuck. And here's why that's the biggest buying opportunity in a generation. I want to share with you real quick. See, I was there. I've been there. In 2008, I lost it all and had to rebuild. And the one way I knew how to rebuild was through real estate. And so I rebranded, rebuilt, restructured, starting out with a little less than $600 and built this fix and flip company, built this direct hard money lending firm to where we now work with over 13,000 clients and in totality have funded a little over $1.8 billion. And this is exactly how we did it, was by finding the opportunity that lays out there and capitalize on it. The same way you too today can now capitalize on this information I'm getting ready to share with you. Why are 76 million boomers stuck? Several reasons. Rate lock. They refinanced in during right after COVID and got a 2.93% rate. They can't afford to move somewhere else because rates are too high. It just doesn't make sense. They'd have to do half the size of a house to equalize their payment. It just doesn't make sense. Number two, a lot of them do it and there's deferred maintenance and they really don't want to have to go in there and repair broken windows or HVAC systems or door jams or anything like that the appraisal says or the lender says I can't fund until this is fixed. So there's another 7, 10, 12, $13,000 in deferred maintenance. The other thing is they're equity rich but cash poor. And so they just can't move forward. They've got equity in their property. People aren't buying them. You know, the market has shrunk down tremendously with these higher interest rates. A lot of people still don't qualify. Inflation is through the roof. Interest rates are high. People are making less money today than they were normally, so they just don't qualify. So they can't go buy another property until they sell this one. And we already talked about why they can't sell it. And the other one is they're just old. They just don't have the willpower to get it done. But this is a huge opportunity for us as real estate investors. Now, before I go forward, I want to pause real quick. If you love what you've been seeing and you really like to hear more about it, I need you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button below. But number two is click the link below and get your own off-market deal guide. This will show you exactly how, step by step, to do what we're talking about today. Okay? All right, let's get back to the show. The scale of the opportunity. I need you to resonate with this. 76 million people nationwide. 33% of that is free and clear, and over 10,000 people turn 65 every day. That opportunity is only growing by the masses. Here's where we learn from what we did in the past after the 2008 crash. How do we rebuild an empire? By capitalizing on the opportunity. See, there was all these houses that hit the foreclosure in 2009, 10, 11, and banks weren't lending. Hard money lending was conceived, implemented, and is one of the fastest growing lending programs today for real estate investors. So when you see opportunities, you have to execute. Here's an opportunity. You got 10,000 people turning 65 today looking to retire, maybe downsize, and we need to figure out their why so we can present a solution. Here's the 4 quadrant of the opportunity map. Tired landlords. They're done. They're fed up. They're tired of unplugging toilets at 2 in the morning. They're tired of having hot water heaters break in the middle of the night. They're tired of having to evict tenants, repair the damage, and start that process all over. Number one, tired landlords. Number two, as we mentioned, they're rate locked. I'm in a house right now. I got a 2.6% interest rate on a 15-year mortgage. I'll never be able to get that ever again unless I paid a ton of money to buy that rate down. I don't think you can buy it down that low. So you got to understand, I'm not selling. I may want out. And if I sell, I'm buying a hut on the beach. That's just the facts of life. Or maybe somebody inherited a property and they don't have the time or the energy to go to another city, another state, and fix it up, sell it, and work with it. They just don't want to. That's another one. And then the deferred maintenance we talked about. I need to sell my house. I don't want to fix it up. I don't know have the time, the energy, and you can't sell it because the appraiser won't pass. So these quadrants are the opportunities you need to look at because we can come in there and solve these problems for them. How to find these deals? You got to become a part of the Unshakable Investor platform and program because we'll show you exactly how to not only find off market properties, but more importantly, to find distressed sellers that want out and don't know how. See, we become problem solvers, not real estate investors. You must become a problem solver. When you solve problems, people will pay you millions of dollars because you're helping solve problems. The unshakable approach. Lead with empathy. Understand they're in a tight situation. They have a problem, they have a situation, they want out. Don't be rude, be empathetic. Earn their trust, earn their faith. Let them believe that you're seriously caring about them and helping them solve their problem. Number two, deliver those three offers that we talked about on the last YouTube. Go in there with a low ball, quick close, a mid offer, but take a little bit longer, or a higher offer and they do a seller carryback. Maybe they don't owe anything on it, they just want out, but they don't want the capital gains. And so we do a seller carryback, a seller financing. Saves you time and money, gives them a deferred income, so they're not paying massive capital gains. It's a win win. And then number three, make sure that whatever you're doing, you're solving the problem at hand, not your problem, their problem. They'll love you forever. 10,000 boomers turning 65 every day. Huge opportunity. Huge opportunity. Like I said, if you like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button, click the link below, download the book. Off market deals, transformation takes place. Hey, this is Dr. Toby Potter, the Unshakable Investor. Talk to you soon.